Hey there, Tater Tots! I hope that you liked the last episode where we went down into the trial chambers. It was actually a lot more fun and more of a challenge than I thought it would be. So our goals for the day, and by the way, these are always way more ambitious than, than I think. I always bite off more than I can chew, but I think that's part of the fun of it. But I want to get right into it in this video today. I want to go down and do some auto crafting. I've never done the auto crafting thing before. I've talked about it. I've talked about it several times, but I actually want to get into it, see if we can make some iron blocks, and that'll help to free up some of the storage down there. And speaking of storage, so I've got an idea for long-term storage in this game. Yeah, we've got that storage room up in the tree, and that's working great, and I'll probably never fill it up. But on the other hand, I want to look at something that might be a little bit more long-term that can store even more stuff in the future. And then, of course, there's other, odds and ends that I want to do around the base and away from the base, if that's a hint at anything. Oh, you may have also noticed in the intro there, I set up a camera. I set up a camera because I was tired of the iron golems spawning where they're not supposed to spawn down here in the iron farm. And I figured out how you spawned, and we're going to fix that. So I obviously didn't know this when I was setting it up, but all of this ice is actually spawnable. So the way that we're going to fix that is we're going to replace it with glass. Yeah, it'll be a little bit slower. The item transportation will just be slightly slower. But once we get to like here or something, or probably here, it'll speed right back up again. There, so I replaced all of it with glass except for the ones that have the pressure plates, because you kind of need that for it to continue going when there's no water pushing it. That should be good. That should be everything that we need to make sure that this thing is humming along as fast as it can, because there aren't any golems just hanging out outside of the spawn chamber thing. So we'll see. I really hope that fixes it. Okay, so what all do I need to make one of these crafters? Let's see. Iron, got plenty of that. Crafting table, I've actually got one of those in my inventory. A dropper and 2 redstone. I don't know if I have any droppers handy. Let me see. No. Yes, I've got 2. Awesome. I've got everything I need right here to make one of these. And there we go. Okay. I've got my first crafter. Look at this. Now what? I'm just kidding. I've actually looked up quite a few videos and tutorials in the last couple of days just trying to figure out how to use these things, and boy is it complicated. Oh, by the way, and you wouldn't have seen this on the way down because I literally just enabled it. So I found a resource pack that makes lanterns just look a little bit more 3D. That's not why I installed it. Why I installed it is this. It actually looks like I'm holding a lantern. So I can use this in my offhand instead of torches, and I just think it'll look better. So the problem is, you see, this is all the space that I've got back here, just because everything on the other side of this wall is just water. There's like an underground lake over there. So I can't push it back any further, and I don't know if I want to push it any further this way, because I do have, believe it or not, I do have plans for down here at some point, or goals. Very loose goals. But I don't want things like this to be intruding upon stuff like that. So I was racking my mind about it. How the heck am I going to do this? But then I thought about it. Why does it have to be right here? Right? We've got water streams taking stuff all the way up here into these chests. That means anywhere along that water stream, I could be doing this. Just like over here where we just were a little bit ago. Why couldn't I do it over here? Why couldn't I do it over here somewhere? There's really no reason. This is so much more complicated than I thought it was going to be. So I couldn't just hook up an auto crafter system. I also had to filter out the poppies. So that's what this is. It's a very, very simple item filter here. Not the overflow protection like Impulse SV one. This one's just a little bit simpler because we don't need overflow protection. Plus, I don't have a lot of space down here. So then here is the auto crafter setup thing. So I was trying to use composters. I fiddled around with it for like an hour probably. Just trying to use composters because that's kind of the stubborn type of person that I am. But then I came across this thing, which is just a book and a lectern. If you look at the book, It's got 9 pages. If you take it to page 6, that is the perfect amount of redstone juice coming out of it in order to craft. So let's see. I'll put that in there. Once this fills up, and boom. We've got an iron block. So then I had to think about how am I going to the iron blocks back up to this level. And I was thinking about that for a little bit. Usually you do some sort of like bubble vader or something like that. But look, we have been here. I'm putting on my old man hat here. We have been spoiled with the bubble vaders. We didn't used to have those. Instead, we would have a dropper. It was called a dropper vader. And what you would do is you would put something like glass. And it didn't even have to be glass, but most people used glass. And basically what happens is a dropper, and this is working the exact same way as a dropper, whenever it tried to spit items into a transparent block, it would just glitch up to the top. That's how item elevators used to be. It was called a dropper vader. So I'm going to take advantage of something, basically the same thing, the exact same thing. I'm going to have this blocked off so that the items can't spill out, and I'll have it on this side as well. And then they'll just glitch up into the water stream right there. And hopefully that'll work. I don't know. We'll see. I think I've got it. Okay, so I'm in my cheaty free cam. So the items will come down here, as you can see, right? All the poppies will get filtered out with this item filter. When they get filtered out, they go down to this automatic dropper circuit, which you can see back here. And then they drop all the way down here, as you can see. But then the additional iron ingots, they come over here, they drop down into this hopper down there, which fills in the auto crafter as we showed before. Now, let me see if I can catch it in action as it glitches up through this glass. Okay, here comes some more. This should be enough. And there it is. It goes on its way. I just love using old tech to solve new problems. Now, let me see if I can get out of here. Fly up here. Ow. Sure, we made it. Okay, perfect. And then if I look in here, not in there. Actually, oh man. I've got to move all of this down to have it auto craft. You know what? I'm going to do it manually since I'm right here and there's a crafting table literally right behind me. You know what I just realized? I didn't account for the glow ink sacks. So hopefully that doesn't become a problem. I don't know if I can fit another item filter in there. But of course, that is a task for a different day. If it breaks, then we'll deal with it then. I cannot tell you how good it feels to finally cross off the auto crafting iron thing from my goal list. Now, another thing that has been on my list for a long time is right in here. I need something to do with this space. This is so much space. So I've got some ideas, and actually you guys have shared a ton of ideas in the comments. I think I asked for it a few episodes ago. But here, let's organize them. So this is, I don't know if I ever showed this before. This is a way that I was kind of trying to organize what types of villagers I would have, you know, in different places. The ones in the trees, the ones on the ground, the ones in caves, and then the one in the temple. Which makes sense, right? Having a cleric running around, temple, get it? But I think that we can probably erase all of this to use for our ideas that we're going to do in this area. You know, I think this would have been faster just to break the signs and put them back. Oh, well. All right. This is a brief list. So I want to have a big storage room, ethos end chest. If you don't know what that is, you really need to look it up. It's super cool. I've always wanted to do it. I've never done it. And we're going to do it in this world. Also, a bunch of micro farms. I want to make a ton. I'm looking at a list, actually on my other monitor right now. So far, I've got 15 micro farms that I want to build. Now, some of those, you see this color floor? I was thinking maybe have a floor of, you know, all of the too tall flowers, maybe the sheep farm, you know, of all the different colors, just like a color floor of all the different types of colors of things that you might want to do. I think that would be cool. And maybe even like a full flower farm. I don't know what kind of flowers you would get here. I don't know. Maybe the 2 tall ones would work for that. But let's go back up here. A big library. I've always wanted to do a gigantic library with like some villagers and an enchanting setup in the middle just because you can with the library. I've always wanted to do that. And then the beacon, obviously. I mean, that's the whole point of what I did up there with the dragon egg, is that I want a beacon to go straight up there and poke out the top, because it'll go through the dragon egg and it'll look super duper cool. And then potion brewing. I never do potion brewing. I know it's like really overpowered, but I've just never gotten into it. So I think we could have like a floor or a section of a floor related to that. But I don't know. Obviously, we're not going to get to all these things today. But I would like to mark out like the floors and maybe start to think about where all these things could go. But if you have any other suggestions, obviously, let me know in the comments or Discord or whatever. So I was just watching that back because I edit. I'm like one of those people who edits as I go. And that was a really long ramble. A lot of that was to say, I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to do. I'm really excited to do it, and we're not going to get to it today. Okay, so I've marked out where the floors are probably going to be. If we need to like knock out a ceiling because, you know, this isn't enough space, because it's only 3 blocks in between ceiling and floor, we may decide to do that, and that's perfectly fine. And another thing to think about is how we're going to get up and down on the different levels. I want to have this center area open for the beacon, and because I think it would be really cool to have like a balcony at each of the levels going all the way up. I think that'd be really neat. Otherwise, I'd do like a staircase or something like that. So that was quite a bit of digging and placing. Let me show you what I did. As you can see, I flattened all of this out so it goes straight out to the entrance. I think that'll be fine for now. Obviously, we're not going to keep the floor like this, but I just wanted to have a good understanding of what it could look like. So what I did here, and you can see, I added the dirt floors. It's not going to be dirt. Again, this is just so that I can get a good idea of what it looks like. I don't like how close I am to the ceiling here. That's not awesome. But these are the different floors. I think maybe, depending on what we're going to do on these, right? But maybe if we use like slabs and raise it up by half a block, that won't be so bad. I don't know. But then here's the second to last floor, and here is the last floor. So this is right where the dragon egg is, right up there. So I'm going to want, you see I put some deep slate down there at the bottom. That's the center of where the beacon is going to be. Oh, and by the way, I did a stream just a few days ago, and thank you so much to everyone who came out. That was record for me, and it had been a long time since I streamed anyway. There were some technical hiccups, for sure. I was having some audio issues with my mic, so I had to do some weird finagling to make it work, but then the music was too loud. Anyway, thank you so much to everybody who came out, stayed, and then watched it after the fact. I am blown away. So let's get back over here to the list, okay? Ow, ow, ow. I do that every time. So we've got, once again, storage room, ethos, end chest, which has to be on the ceiling. Like, it can't be on the floor. You have to be able to access it from the top and the bottom. Micro farms, plenty of micro farms, a library, beacon, potion brewing area, and color floor, which, like I said, the color floor could have flower farms. It could have wool farms, that sort of thing. We'll see. I just don't know what floors I'm going to do each of these things on. And it doesn't need to take up a whole floor, right? So if you look, we could have, technically, the storage room, ethos end chest, micro farms, and obviously beacon. We could have, like, almost all of those on this floor. That's not what I want to do, but I got to think about this. Ow, every time. While I'm thinking about that, you know what? Let's do something else. You see, I keep talking about this beacon, and it just makes me want to get the beacon. So I figure let's head on over to the nether and see if we can get some wither skeleton skulls. I don't even remember where the fortress is. Hey, Wolfie. So, oh, by the way, if it looks really gloomy in my world right now, so B00100, which is a Minecraft YouTuber that I really, really, really appreciate, he said that you should always have your brightness at 30%. And I think what it does is it makes all the colors pop a little bit more. It adds more contrast. I don't know. I'm going to try it for a little bit, see if I like it, but let me know what you think in the comments. I know that sounds crazy, having brightness at 30%. So let me know in the comments if you like it, if you don't like it, if you want to try it yourself, anything like that. Oh, man. I don't know if anybody's tracking, but they're updating the crafting recipe for lodestones so that it's an iron ingot instead of a netherite ingot, which is much, much cheaper and much more accessible. But apparently that's still in the snapshots and not in the actual game yet. I was going to put one in the nether, actually, right next to our home portal, so that way I'd never have to worry about it. And before I go, it's raining. This looks really gloomy when it's raining. Before I go, and I did this in the stream as well, I just want to breed these guys up as much as possible. You know, do I have to start thinking about lightning? I don't know. Makes me nervous, that's for sure. Oh, geez, let's get out of here. Let's go sleep. Let's go sleep. I really do need to think about... I am in a forest, and I really don't want a forest fire, much less, like, my houses and stuff to be demolished. So let's sleep through it, and then I'll think about putting a lightning rod somewhere up really high so that hopefully we're covered. I know, Tot, Nugget, you guys get scared of the lightning. As the sun rises in the east to open and adorn the day... The rain goes away, the lightning stops. It's going to be a good day. All right, let's grab some blocks. That should be plenty, just like so. I've got plenty of rockets. The difference between this time and the last time that we did this is I've got Elytra. I can just fly around until I find a fortress. All right, here we go. Let me put on my gear, just like so. Oh, not that, but I can definitely have that in my hotbar so that I can... Here, look. I can switch it really quickly. I like having that capability. Okay, here we go. Oh, geez, I almost forgot. Yep, I was about to do that again. Wouldn't be the first time. By the way, Pete, thank you for, I guess, wishing us good tidings as we venture into the depths of the fiery dimension. Anyway, good talk. Sometimes I feel like those conversations are so one-sided. Goodness. It's always so ominous. So much different from the overworld. That's all happy and cheery, and this is the exact opposite. Oh, nice. Some pork chops. Okay, so since I couldn't do a lodestone yet, because I still don't have any additional netherite ingots, let's take the coordinates. I already had the coordinates of the one on the nether roof, and that's pretty close, but we're at y=41. That's the main thing that I needed. Okay, so with that, I'm just going to kind of pick a direction and start flying. I think that direction right there. I think I mentioned last time that I was doing this in the nether, like the fog. The fog. I can disable it for sure, but I kind of like it. It just makes it that much more eerie. But okay, here we go. Wish me luck. Gotta fly around the nether. Ooh, I like that change. That's fancy. I don't like that there's going to be a bunch of skeletons trying to knock me out of the air. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I've ever knocked one of these guys out of the sky with a sword before, but I want to give it a try. Oh, there's two of them. Get! Get! Oh, yes! Okay. Man, this looks so cool. Where is the fortress? This is crazy. Oh, perfect. Come here. Oh, jeez. Do I not have my armor on or something? Oh. Hold on. Hold on. How are they taking me out so easy? Wow. I did not expect that. Oh, there's a fortress. I saw it. It's being guarded by three giant ghasts, though. Here. Oh, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay. You know what? This is happening. Get! I don't see a skull yet. Oh, I could have used my shield before. That would have been nice. Ah, there you are. Oh, I got withered. Alright, what's over here? Anything? It's a weird nether fortress. Maybe I'm just on the roof? Alright, oh, there they are. Let's go. Oh, and there's a blaze. There. Then I can take care of you safely. Oh, man. There's a bunch of them in there. Alright, let's do this. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is way too many. How am I not dying? Oh, it's my helmet. My helmet has fire resistance. Oh boy. Okay. Man, I love this helmet. Alright, tell you what. I don't need these right now. Let's go ahead and block this bad boy off. Just like so. Come here. That was... Oh, jeez. Oh, I haven't done this one before. Okay. Can't believe I haven't gotten one skull yet. Oh. Nice. Hey, fella. Oh, nice. I think I have nether wart. Let's start putting some stuff away. My inventory's getting out of control. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take some of this just in case I don't have it. Because I do want to have a potion brewing setup at some point. This is so much easier with my chest plate on, by the way. I love how I took my shield out and then I don't use it. That's so me. Ah. And the one time I do try to use the shield, I don't use it correctly. Good. Hey. Oh, jeez, he came out of nowhere. Oh, there's a skull. Oh, I was hoping there'd be some skeletons up here again. What are you doing way over there? Oh, this shield is just about done. Oh, another skull! And they stack. Nice. I don't have the inventory space. Alright, buddy. Are you the one? Are you the one? Yes! Yes! He's the one! I've got him! Okay, we've got our skulls. I put away a bunch of the other stuff. I'm not going to dilly-dally around here. Let's get going. How the heck do I get out of here? Okay, perfect. Switch. Always a good idea. And let's go. There we go. Oh, home sweet home. Could not have come sooner. Yay, Pete! You're always the conversationalist. Welcome back to me. Good talk. Okay, so I was going back, editing that footage from inside the nether, and I don't know if that's necessarily the best place to be doing that 30% brightness thing, but here we are back in the overworld. And we got the skulls, which is great, but you can't just make a beacon with skulls. We've got to figure out some way to fight the wither. So I've fought the wither lots of different ways. Usually, or in the past anyway, I would go to the end. That's definitely an option. Go underneath the end portal there in the end and kind of cheese it. I don't want to do that. Another way you can cheese it is by going into the nether, all the way up to the top where there's bedrock, and it basically does the same thing as in the end. I don't want to do that either. You're really getting in the way, Bamboo. So I think what I'm going to do is find a spot here in the overworld, really far away, goodness gracious, really far away from everything else. So I might fly for quite a ways, find a nice plains biome, something nice and flat, and actually fight the wither, kind of the way Wolfie is very, very interested in what I'm talking about here. Wants to hear all about the wither. But I think that's the way that you were kind of supposed to fight the wither, is just out in the open, chaos all around. Okay, so I've got a fresh shield, I got my soul sand, I think I've got everything that I need to do this. I've just got to find a spot. So typically, I don't know if you've noticed, but I generally don't use rockets in my elytra to fly around when I'm around the base area, just because I kind of like the organic, flying, or not flying, but using horses, using the boats along the river, that kind of thing. So I try to avoid using rockets to go around unless I'm going somewhere really crazy. But considering that I want to go pretty far away, and I want it to be somewhere where I'm not going to be building or anything like that in the future, I figured this is the best way to do it. You know, there's so many of these cherry groves these days. Yeah, I remember this one, because I think I went up there. There's so many of these cherry groves that just kind of surprise you out of nowhere. They're not as rare as you'd think. That looks cool. Why does this exist? This isn't a cave. That's pretty cool. I think this will work. Yeah, I think this is fine over here. I don't see myself, although the mountains, you know, as they're coming in, that does look really cool. But no. I think this is a good spot. I'm going to set my spawn for sure. In fact, I'm going to set my spawn somewhere where I hope the wither will not go. So maybe I'll dig a little hole somewhere. So hopefully it doesn't get destroyed by the wither. Or at least put it far away. There, right in this little crevice right here. I think that'll be fine. Let me put, I've got some torches. Just in case it's nighttime when and if and probably when, when I die to this wither. I don't want to be respawning to a bunch of mobs over here. That would be terrible. Okay, I think this is a good spot. Here, let me show you. Yeah, I think it's as good a spot as any. And my little cave thing, I think, is over there somewhere. Or over there somewhere. I'm sure I'll find it if I die. Can you tell I'm nervous? I always find distractions when I'm nervous. But I think for this... So I was thinking about doing like the... Kind of like I did with the dragon. Fighting it in the air. But I don't want to do that because for the first part, basically until you get it to halfway down... I think you can just chase it as high as you want and it'll go like above build height, like thousands of blocks. And it's not until after it gets to half health that it'll actually come down and try to do melee damage with you, I think. So I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it flying off and having to go get more skulls and do all that stuff. So I don't think I'm going to be flying much in this one. All right, so I got rid of everything. I put it all down by the bed, which I did find, by the way. Let's go with steak at first, and then if we run out of steak, we can use something else. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's do this. Ah, okay, there it is. There it is. It worked that time. Sorry, sheep. Oh, goodness gracious. Don't go that way. Come on, let's go. Boom. Okay, oh, jeez. Okay, so first I need to start using the bow. I'm withered. Oh, I didn't get any milk. That's going to be a problem. Ugh. Okay, so I've got to eat. Make sure I'm eating. Oh, no, nope. Oh, this was not a good idea. I've just got to go. I don't know what my health is. Hopefully I don't fall into a hole. Not good. Not good at all. Oh, it's almost at half. Okay, I've got to run. I don't know what just happened to my bow. I think I threw it somewhere. I've got to eat. Oh, run. Run. Hopefully I can find my bow. Where's my bow? Oh, this is not good. There's creepers. Oh, I'm going to die. Oh my goodness. Okay, get. Oh, I can't. I'm not using my shield at all. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know where my bow is. I don't know how possible this is. Get out of here, creeper. I don't have time for you. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I should have brought backup stuff. That we got from the end. Guys, I think I just lost my stuff. I really do. I have no idea how. Okay, guys. So here's what we're going to do. I've got up here. Let me turn this off. There. Okay. So I am going to, I will not be, defeated. I will not be defeated. So I'm going to run back to the house. I'm going to go over to the, my boxes. I can't believe I lost my stuff. Oh no. I'm going to go back to the ender chest. I'm going to get a spare set of wings, some rockets. I'm going to run back home. I'm going to dip into that end loot that we have and come back. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am so glad that I left this stuff here. I've already got my wings. I've got some rockets. Do I need anything else just for the trip home? I don't even have a pick. Do I have a pick? I have a pick. So I've got my picks. The only things I'm missing is my sword, my bow, and my armor, it looks like. But I'm going to head back home and then get some spare stuff. Anything that I can. I've got to make another bow. I'm sure I've got bows. Anyway, I'll see you back at home. And this compass is really coming in handy. my little explorer compass here. All right, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get down. I've got stuff. I've got stuff. I know I have stuff. Okay, so what do we need? Protection 3, that's probably fine. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. That's really nice. Protection 4 pants. Can't do it. Do I have protection 4? Now I'm curious. I do have protection 4 curse of binding. That's not happening. Okay, so we are suited up. We've got that stuff. You know what I need? I need... Yes! Ooh, do I have oh, what do you call it? Obviously not. This is the only sword I have. I was looking to see if I had a smite. Smite, because that's supposed to work really well for these guys, but I don't think I do. So, sharpness 3, that's what we got. Power 4, flame, unbreaking 3, mending. That's really good. Okay, I'll take this, and then I'll make a regular bow, and I'll repair it real quick. You know, there was a time not too long ago where I would have just cut all this out and pretended like it went perfectly the first time. Apparently, I don't do that kind of thing anymore. All right, I'm not messing around this time. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. You don't even see me yet. Okay, now you see me. Now you see me. He sees me. He sees me. He sees me. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's not a melee. He heals too fast. Come on. And I'm not fast enough at switching to my sword. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Oh. Come on, 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 come on. Yes, 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 yes. My goodness, that was crazy. But I've got it. I've got the nether star. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, the golden apple definitely helped quite a bit. But I am ready to, well, apparently sleep the night away and then head back home. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the last time I'm going to do an overworld wither fight. At least in this world. I don't know. Maybe in the future. But I think I'm over it. From now on, we're cheesing it. Okay. Maybe not cheesing it, but let's at least go to a cave or something. Go to the bottom of, you know, the overworld. Way down deep into a deep slate cave. Something like that. Just so it's a little bit easier. Man, this scenery looks really cool, by the way. This looks awesome. What is this? What is this down here? This would be an awesome place to build something. Right down. I love these little valleys that you get with the mountains these days. This would be cool as well. And I believe right over this jungly mountain right here is home. Yeah, there it is. Loading in right now. Home, sweet home. I just remembered. I've got to remake all my armor. But you know what? Hey, Wolfie. Not today. Not today. We're not doing the armor thing today because I just want to get this beacon up. And there we go. We've got 5 glass smelted up. So that means... Look at this. Oh, that's awesome. Look at me. First beacon in this world. I got to go get some iron. All right. How we doing? How we doing? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm just going to take, what is it, like 2.5 stacks, something like that. So I'll just take 3 for now. I mean, it's not like we're consuming this iron. We're just making a beacon base, so we can always get it back later if we need it. And there, if I built that correctly. Yes, yes, and it can go all the way through. Oh, that looks awesome. What does it look like outside? All right, I'm in free cam. Oh, that looks perfect. Do I want to use a color? I don't know if I want to use a color. Because you can use, any color of tinted glass to change the color of the beam. You know, I really wish that they would allow you to use regular, you can use any color of stained glass to change the color of the beam. I really wish that you could use tinted glass to get all of the beacon effects, but without the beam. It would just make sense. Now, I don't even know what effect I want to put in here right now. I mean, we can do... Jump boost would be cool. Jump boost would be really cool in here. Maybe I'll do jump boost. Jump boost, and I can do jump boost 2. Do I want to do that? Or do I just want to do regeneration so I don't die? Let's do jump boost 2. That'll be fun. Or do I want to do speed? See, now I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's do jump boost just because we're going to be doing some building around, and that helps a lot with the building. Do I have it? Oh yeah, look at that. It looks like I'm jumping on a trampoline or something like that. Oh, that's awesome. And the beacon obviously isn't going to stay right here. I just wanted to see what it looked like and make sure I had everything lined up correctly. I've got to get used to this jump boost now. This is crazy. I wanted to make sure everything was lined up correctly. It'll probably either go in the floor or maybe in the very top floor up there in the future. It depends on if I want to have the beam going all the way through the temple on all the layers. But for our next goal, I think we're going to go a little bit out of order from what we usually do. You see, I want to do my fishing now. And it's not going to be the last thing in the video, as it usually is. Oh, we got the jump boost. Woohoo! That was weird. So I want to do the fishing now so we can get the name tag, because I have a little bit of a special thing that I want to do with that name tag. So I'll come over here, get the great rod. That's the one. And then we'll stand in our handy dandy little spot and do a little bit of fishing. Wow. Wow. This is a new record. So I've got on my watch 5 minutes and 8 seconds, but it took me, I had to stop the recording and stuff like that. So it took me at least like a second, maybe 2 seconds before I could hit stop. Wow. So just over 5 minutes. That's pretty awesome. I haven't even had to sleep. And look, I got these shulker boxes out just so I would have, because I've always got junk, right? Now, to be fair, I actually filled my inventory with one of each of the main junk items that I get. So like fish, nautilus shells, all of these things right here, just so that I can tell when anything special comes up in these three slots down here. And I usually have to empty my inventory multiple times while I'm doing this fishing. Anyway, I know only like a very small percentage of you actually care how long it takes me to get these name tags, but this is for you. But like I was saying, there was a reason that we did the whole fishing and the name tag thing first, and that's because I just got my very first Spud royalty level channel member, and that is iCahoon, also known Ian, Ian. So thank you so much, Ian. That I honestly didn't think I would ever get anybody in that tier, so I'm beside myself, and I could not let it wait until the end of the video. So on top of the other perks, like, being able to preferred channel comments, being able to watch the videos before everybody else, I want to immortalize Ian just like that. Ian is now the tender of double stuff. So whenever double stuff needs his belly rubbed or anything like that, Ian is the one to do that, a permanent fixture in this world. As long as he stays alive, of course. Thank you once again, Ian. But the next thing we're going to do, I love hopping around like this, by the way. The next thing that we're going to do is something that we've talked about before, and that is building a little ship. Right over here, probably. I have no idea what this is going to look like. I've got to figure out what types of wood I'm going to use, what the basic shape is going to be. Hold on. Let me go to Google image search so I can get some inspiration, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I did, I found a couple reference images, not really the ones that I wanted, to be honest with you, but I cheated. I cheated a little bit. I went into creative, I did a little bit of a mock-up, not the full mock-up, not the full thing, but enough to give me a good idea. Okay, so here's the dimensions that this thing is going to be. It's 5 blocks wide and 12 blocks long. So this is a little bit longer than I really was hoping. I was hoping it would fit in this space, but it's really tough to get detail in such a small space. And the main types of wood that we're going to be using for this are dark oak and oak. Very simple, super simple. Let me see if I can get any. Yeah, I'm going to need some of those. That should be good for now. That should be good for now. And I've got my crafting table. I've got my bed. I am ready to get started. So the first thing that I'm doing is just putting down a bed of half slabs, of oak half slabs, just like this. 3 by 4. I think that'll be good to get started. And it'll kind of show you this is the fat end of the boat, right? And then it's going to get skinnier, progressively skinnier as we get to here, which will just come to a point. All right. And then here we've got basically the framework of what it's going to be. I told you it would come to a point here. That's what you see right there. And then it gets a little bit fatter as it moves back. So now the cool thing is we can start working on some of the detail. And a lot of that is going to be things like, oh, I didn't think about that. That really stinks. Okay, so we're just going to have to deal with this for now. If I don't like it, I can end up moving it in the future. That really stinks. But anyway, so let's add these right here. So we've got there. Oh, goodness, this jump thing is so cool. And there. Now, next is we're going to get some of these dark oak trapdoors, and these go on top of all these fences. So it's almost like a railing that you could lean against, if that makes sense. There, just like that. I think that's perfect. And then we'll take some fence gates and put them just like that, just for a little bit more detail. That'll look good. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I lost the jump boost. I got to get a little bit closer. Okay, yeah, I think that's looking really good. I'm going to have to fix this up down here because it's not supposed to go that far down. So if I were to take you away and add you right there. Yes, perfect, just like that. So now we've got the main part of the ship done. So I need another one of those. We're going to add a sail that goes up. So like a mast and then a sail. Just a really small mast and really small sails. Okay, something like that. There is something that I want to put on top. I want to put a lightning rod on top, basically one of these, just because I think it looks really good. And then we'll get the sails, and then we'll work on the rest of the detail here. All right, we'll take some of you. Thank you very much. I think I'm just going to go with white for now. If we end up wanting to do something different with the sails, we can do that in the future. I think that's enough. I'll get some more just in case. All right, let's get the jump boost again. This is almost like a little mini game. Okay, so I need to jump up there and put it in the middle, right there. Go. Go. Yes, got it. Nice. Okay, 3 banners. I was looking at this, and I think I'm going to want to put fence gates, at least on the sides here. Let me show you what I mean. So if I were to put the fence gates, is it here? Which way do they open? Oh, they open that way. I've got to put the dirt on the other side. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so if I put the fence gates up against it like that and then open them, yeah, they're opening that way. That's exactly what I want. Okay. So then if I put the banners, can I even reach right there? I don't know if I can. Okay, good. There, there, and there. So here's what I'm talking about. You see how the fence gates look like they're kind of holding the banners from the side? Yeah, I think that looks better. And then finally, well, I shouldn't say finally because I've still got to get the underneath part. But I want to, I just want to rough it up. You guys know how I like to do this. Just rough it up a little bit with campfires, just so it looks like, you know, it has some variation, that kind of thing. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. So it looks kind of rickety, you know, but I still have to do the bottom part of it underneath the water. So I'm going to do that now. All right, there we go. I think that looks really good. Do I have my helmet on? Do I even have respiration? No, I don't have respiration anymore to my name. I think that looks fine. We're not going to see this a whole heck of a lot unless I'm doing like cinematic shots, but I think that will work. How do I get out of here? But that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching. This was a long one, and a special thanks, I'm going to bring it on screen right now, to the channel members. If you want to be a channel member, there's a little button on my channel to become a channel member. And of course, it's always so greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.